Good morning, you guys. Today is Saturday. It was literally, I think, like 9 a.m. Me and my toddler have been up since like 7:30. I was trying to figure out like what we could do today, and I like could not put my finger on it. As much as like those sort of like indoor playgrounds are like so fun for kids, I find them so boring personally. But what I did want to do was I did want to go to Barnes and Noble, and I wanted to get her a little Calico Critters dollhouse. You guys, I hate my bangs. When I first got my bangs, I was like, oh my god, this is the best decision of my life, and now I hate them. I cannot manage them for the life of me. I like need to put this on record so that I never get bangs again. Like, not that short, like they're really short. And it really is my fault because the stylist like had initially made them like a good length, and then I was like, no, shorter. So I don't know why I did that. And now I literally just pin them back all the time because I cannot stand them. Yeah, so I wanted to go to Barnes & Noble and get like a little dollhouse situation, but also I wanted to pick up a book from R.F. Kuang. Like, she released a new book and I really want to get it. It's so gorgeous looking, first of all, and it is like within dark academia. And in my last vlog I was like talking about like trying to get back into like dark academia with like fall coming, and I even like put on my like chunky fall sweater, my Rory Gilmore sweater, but like, you know what, it's still really hot outside. I think I'm just gonna go get changed. I'm gonna get the toddler changed and we're just gonna go to Barnes and Noble real quick. I say real quick, but we'll probably be there for like an hour and a half, I'm sure, like we've been in the past. It's actually kind of fun to go there with like a little kid because the kid section is nice and they have like these little toys, and it's just like a nice place to like take them that's not like a super like kid specific place. Like, so it's still fun for like me to go there too. Like when I take her to like these like indoor like kid playgrounds or something like that, I actually do find that kind of boring. Even though I know it's not for me, so you know, like whatever. But I like to take my toddler to places that I normally would go anyway. I think that makes like my life a little bit more enjoyable, and it's made like motherhood a little bit more enjoyable to just like integrate her into my life that already exists, as opposed to like changing absolutely everything about like my life to like make it more like kid friendly. I also like really need to clean up the apartment. The apartment is such a mess. It's always a mess. Like, that's just life. And also like we're still waiting for the blinds to come in. Like, oh my god, I cannot wait for them to come in because when I look at the blinds right now, like, they're terrible. They look awful. Today I also like want to see if I can stop by like a Home Goods or a TJ Maxx because I want to get like a fall mug. I got some new Nespresso pods yesterday and I got some Chobani pumpkin creamer. So I'm like really excited to make like lattes at home again. Because I have stopped doing that for a while. I find that like making lattes at home, like using my Nespresso, is a very like fall thing for me. Like I don't really do it in the summer. I always like am going out in the summer and like always going out and getting a coffee or a matcha. Like for me that's just like a part of summer is like going out and getting like fun drinks. But for me like a part of like fall is like staying in and like making like your own little drinks at home. So I actually wanted to show you guys like how I've been making like this little breakfast lately. I make like this little like breakfast taco, and I just toasted up like a flour tortilla, I have scrambled eggs, avocado, some type of salsa, and a little bit of cheese, and I'm gonna show you guys like the way that I assemble it. It's been so delicious for me. So good. So I did end up getting a new mic. Hopefully this sounds better. I noticed that my audio quality was not bad, but it could have been a lot better in my previous videos. So I got the new, well, it's not new technically, it's the DJI 2 mic. I think the latest one is the 3, but it's new to me. So hopefully this helps with some of the sound quality and like even some of the VO that I do in some of these videos, but it was very easy to set up. I made it complicated for myself for no reason. It's getting pretty gloomy here, so I think we're just gonna spend like the rest of the day inside. I don't think we're gonna go back outside at all. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about today was the fact that I have completed 11 like Pilates classes, and I wanted to talk about like just how it's been for me, especially as somebody who like never really took Pilates classes or like any fitness classes in the past. So let's go make a latte and do that. What's up? Want me to walk with you? Yes. First I'm gonna walk with my toddler and then we'll talk about it. Pilates. Let's talk about it. So I'm 30. I feel like I always like think about this and say this, but I am 30 and I never really took my physical fitness into like consideration, basically, in general. Like I never really considered it because I always thought, like I'm fine, it's fine, like, I'm up and at it usually anyway. Like I'm not really all that sedentary. And especially with a kid now, like I'm never really like sitting, so I thought I was fine. But there is a lot about my body that I have discovered within 10 classes of Pilates, and I just wanted to like share them with y'all because I thought it was really interesting. So 10 classes in, but by about like the second or third class, I realized that like the left side of my body is considerably weaker than the right side of my body, and I just thought that was so bizarre. I never really even thought that like one side of my body could be stronger than the other side. I mean, it does make sense, but like my coordination, my balance, my strength, all on the left side, considerably weaker than my right side, which I found to be like very shocking. But I will say that now that I'm 10 classes in, it's starting to even out a little bit. I'm not the strongest on either side, but I'm not like weaker on one side than the other anymore, which is really, really nice actually. And I love to like know that like progress is being made in that respect at least. Another thing that I have noticed is that, when we would engage in like core workouts, like in these classes, I always had a hard time, and I thought it was because like I just have a weak core, like my ab muscles are just not strong. So I thought it was all because of like my ab muscles. come to find out that really, like, it's because I also have weak shoulders and weak chest muscles, which is making it difficult for me to even get like an effective ab workout in. So really it's like I need to strengthen those two muscle groups as well in order for me to be able to effectively work out my abs. Another thing that I found to be pretty interesting is that I'm already like gaining muscle, especially in my arms. I can definitely see like some bicep definition already, which I think is like really exciting. But now I'm like starting to feel like, okay, like we're getting there, like things are like making sense. My body is feeling stronger. Like when I carry my like almost 2-year-old daughter, like things are like feeling like a little bit easier. And I will also say that I have like pretty bad knees, especially after I gave birth to my daughter. Like my knees just like, I don't know what happened. Like they are just like in chronic pain, like literally ever since I gave birth. And I have never known what to do for it. I've tried to take so many supplements for it. And it's not really till I started Pilates that I noticed that actually like maybe the muscles around my like knees needed strengthening or just like more use maybe. I'm not even sure. But I have noticed that my knees, thankfully, knock on wood, have been getting a little bit better because of it. Like my knee pain is like a lot less occurring lately, which is really nice as well. So those are just a couple things that I've noticed about my body so far, just being 10 classes in. My goal really is to take like 100 classes of Pilates, and then like every 10 classes I can kind of like provide like a reflection of like what 20 classes have been like, what 30, what 40, what 50 classes have been like. And like the whole goal is to like strengthen myself, strengthen like my balance, my coordination. When I started my Pilates class, like I felt so weak, and I still do. I felt so weak, and I felt so like ashamed and embarrassed, to be honest, that it really like took me this long to really take seriously like my physical health. I don't know why I neglected it for so long. I don't know why I had such an attitude of like, oh, it's fine, it's gonna be fine. Like, no, like everybody, no matter who they are, like they need to be taking care of their bodies, and they need to be like mindful of their physical fitness and health. And I'm trying not to give myself too much crap for like not taking care of my health like earlier on, because you know I'm only 30 now. Like at least it's not when I'm like 50 or 60 and I'm like trying to like get a grip, which honestly would be fine even if I was 50 or 60 and I like had neglected my entire body for like the 50 years of life. It's fine. You can still get it together. Like it's never too late. It really is never too late. And so I've just had to like remind myself of this, because I definitely like fell into a little bit of like self-shame for a little bit like when I turned 30. I'm not going to lie. Like I definitely like accomplished a lot in my 20s, but there was a lot in my 20s that I didn't do that just had me like questioning my entire life and like wondering like what I was doing with all my time. Many of the things that I did in my 20s led me to like where I am today, and I'm okay with where I am today, especially now that I am like really working on like making sure that I am indulging in like the hobbies that I want to indulge in and getting like my like physical health and fitness back and in check. And so I know I started off this little kind of like monologue here about Pilates, and now we're just talking about my life in my 20s and where I am now in my 30s. But I will say it's all related, because it is truly the fact that I started Pilates that made me think long and hard about like, okay, I waited for so long. What else did I wait so long to do that I want to do? One of them being like YouTube. Like I've always wanted to make YouTube videos, whether it's just for myself or my friends or just something. I just wanted to make them, and I've finally started to make them, and it makes me like really happy to do. I love like just being able to sit here and chat. I think it's a good time. But yeah, so those are just like some thoughts that I had about Pilates so far. I do recommend it. The problem is that Pilates is expensive. I think Pilates is quite expensive. I do 10 class packages, and each one is $130, and that's actually very like inexpensive for like my area and for other like studios. Like it's quite inexpensive, and I will continue to do it so long as I can like fit it into the budget and afford it, because I really do think like health is wealth at the end of the day. So it is like an expense that I'm willing to bear at this point in my life. I think in my 20s I was just not ready to like bear that expense, like emotionally or like truly just financially. Like finances in your 20s are really tough. I'm about to have so much fun with this mic, and I can even connect it to my phone, so there's that. Also, let me know if you guys are getting the iPhone 17. I'm really strongly considering getting it, but like the only reason why I would want to get it is because of the camera. However, I already have this camera and I really love this camera, and it also takes photos like this one that I'm taking my video on. So it's just like, should I wait? I just finished cleaning and it's actually looking a lot better in here, but the thing that's pissing me off right now is this thing. This is not a good vacuum cleaner. I'm having the hardest time with this vacuum cleaner. There are so many crumbs and everything still around the floor, and I don't know what to do with myself. I am like going on a Reddit deep dive. I'm going on an absolute Reddit deep dive right now to try to find like a better vacuum. I was like, should I get the Dyson? Should I not? But everybody on Reddit seems to hate the Dyson, so I don't really know what to do. They hate the Dyson. They say to get like a vacuum that has a canister, or like not that, it's like a bag in the vacuum, a bagged
That's
vacuum.
So old, it's old style
but apparently no, but it's not upright. It's like I don't know how to explain it. I'm not explaining it very well, but more to come on that.
Cordless vacuum to get top-notch performance, but you actually don't. We found some vacuums that have better performance than Dyson. About the best you're gonna see. So we typically see this for about $100.
I will say, like, one of the hardest things about being like an adult is like trying to make appropriate like household adult decisions, like vacuums. Like, I've already failed with this one decision. Actually, I've failed numerous times with numerous different vacuums. I never know which one is good enough to get. I think I might just bite the bullet and try the Dyson out. And if that doesn't work too, then I literally have no idea what to do at that point, other than get on my hands and knees and like pick up each crumb like one at a time, because truly, like, I don't know what else to do about that. Anyways, I have yapped today about so many things. I really feel like I'm that one friend on FaceTime who just like gets on FaceTime for 2 straight hours and talks like right at you about like a whole bunch of nothing, just because they had like no one else to talk to the entire week. And that's what this vlog is giving. But hey, if you've made it this far, let me know. And thanks so much for listening and watching. Bye guys.